Emphasis is a very useful communication technique. Let's find out what it is and how we can use it in verbal communication. Emphasis is when we put special attention on something to give it importance. It enhances the impact of our messages. Emphasis changes the way your message sounds and can be applied to specific sentences or more commonly to certain words. Here are some ways in which emphasis is used in speech. We may change our pitch, volume, tone, speed. We may pause or emphasize using our body language or repetition. When you emphasize certain words, the overall sound of a word or sentence changes. Listen to the difference between these two sentences. This cake is delicious. This cake is delicious. By adding emphasis on the word delicious, it draws even more attention to just how yummy the cake is. Let's do a little exercise to help us understand why emphasis is important. As a warm-up, let's read out this sentence together. Rani is so good at maths. Now, variations of this sentence will appear one by one. Read each sentence out loud, emphasizing the word in pink. Are you ready? Now, what does this exercise tell you? All the sentences were identical, yet emphasizing a different word can change the whole meaning of the sentence. Let's take a look. When you say, Rani is so good at maths, this emphasizes that Rani is good at the subject. Now, when you say, Rani is so good at maths, it emphasizes just how good Rani is at maths. Now the next one. Rani is so good at maths. This emphasizes that Rani is particularly good at maths as compared to any other subject. And finally, when you say, Rani is so good at maths, this emphasizes that Rani, not anyone else, is good at maths. As we have seen, emphasis can change meaning. It does this in four main ways. Emphasis draws attention. Emphasis distracts. Emphasis is used to contrast. And emphasis conveys emotions. Like in the exercise we just did, when using emphasis in speech, you draw attention to certain words or phrases, and this can change the overall message. We can draw a parallel with emphasis while writing, such that if you write a word in capital letters, a bigger font, or a different color, it will draw the reader's attention. Now, by emphasizing certain words, you remove attention from the other words in the same sentence. This means that they will become less noticeable. Think about a person wearing a big, beautiful necklace. The necklace will catch your attention and distract you from noticing other aspects of their outfit. Emphasis is frequently used to contrast or compare two things against each other. Think about highlighting your study notes. When you use a contrasting color, you draw attention to that word or sentence. Similarly, when speaking, we can draw contrasts. Mohit is taller than Rohit. Now the boys may be similar heights, but Mohit is definitely taller. It's cold today. By emphasizing cold, you are implying that it's colder than usual. Emphasis also conveys emotions. When a person places greater emphasis on something or uses emphasis frequently, it can indicate that they are excited, agitated, or angry. Now, how do you find out which one? A person's non-verbal signals, such as body language and expressions, will help you to decipher their mood. So what have we found out about emphasis? Emphasis enhances the impact of our messages. Emphasis is when we put special attention on something to give it importance. It changes the overall sound of a word or a sentence. There are several methods to emphasize, And emphasis changes meaning in four main ways: by drawing attention, by distracting, by contrasting, and by conveying emotions.